So this player had one of the most insane MVP seasons of all time, where he would lead his team all the way into the Super Bowl, where they would fall very short. But his prime of this player was so crazy that some people today are just disrespecting him, I guess, because they didn't like the way his career ended. But if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, the player I'm talking about is Cam Newton. And today I'm putting a prime Cam Newton back in the NFL, back onto the 2025 Carolina Panthers. So obviously you can see here, we're on Madden 25, as I should have had the player fucking preloaded, but I'm a terrible YouTuber, so I forgot. But as you can see, we got Cam Newton right here, 95 overall. You can see the stats, amazing stats. We're gonna see how can he do it. Obviously, for Carolina being this quote unquote bad, their roster is not terrible. They could have some development, but yeah, either way, let's just simulate the season and see where they're at. Okay, so after year number 1, they would finish 7-10, obviously not making the playoffs. Damn, so they'd be the number 12 seed. How did Cam do though? Okay, so Cam would have 3,302 passing yards with 22 touchdowns to only 5 interceptions. So honestly, he had a pretty good season, to be honest. Rushing wise, he didn't run the ball a lot, which it's weird because only Madden will have some quarterbacks run hella, but then they'll have some run not a lot. But either way, Cam did pretty good, honestly. It's a good stepping stone. 7 wins is a lot more than I thought they would get. But yeah, so they would actually start the season off 0-3. Then they'd bounce back with 2 wins. And then they would actually get back to, they would be above 500. And then they lose 3, win 1, lose 3. And yeah, they just didn't end the season off good. But can they bounce back in year number 2? Okay, so for year number 2, the Panthers would go 6-11, obviously missing the playoffs once again. So damn, they would finish even worse than last year. But did Cam at least improve? Okay, so Cam would have 3,468 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 6 picks. So honestly, Cam's not doing really that bad. It's just the team around him is not doing like good at all. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't know what the hell my hair is doing in this video. It's just gonna be whatever at this point. I'm done trying to make it look decent. But either way, damn, they do not do good in year number 2, which has me concerned because now Cam Newton is 30, and that's usually when quarterbacks start to decline. As damn, they would go on, bro. They're starting off good, but then they end up ending the season on what? They'd have a 4-game losing streak here and another 4 games. So those 2 streaks are 8 losses each. So they were like 5-3 at one point. But either way, can Cam bounce back in year number 3? I want to see, is he regressing already though? So no, he's 29. He's a 96 overall. So he has about another maybe 2-3 seasons left at being his peak. But hopefully they improve over the off season, and let's see what happens. Okay, so for year number 3, they would finish 10-7, getting into the playoffs as, I'm assuming, the number 4 seed. Yeah, as the number 4 seed, as they would actually win their division. So we finally get back into the playoffs. This time, what was it? This would be, yeah, so if this was chronologically in Cam's career, the 3rd year after 2017 was 2020. So he was a Patriot at this time, so he had already left, but who knows, maybe he did leave. But let's just see, how did he do this year? Okay, so Cam would have 3,322 passing yards, 24 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. So honestly, he had a low-key a worse year than last year, but last year wasn't even that bad. He had a pretty good year this year. Okay, so either way, they're in the playoffs. That's all that really matters. What overall is he? Is Cam still 96? He's a 95, but he was boosted up 96 with morale. But either way, Cam, can you get a playoff win over the Niners and maybe have a Cinderella run? Who knows? But let's see. Can they beat the Niners? The answer is yes, they would beat them 17-14. How did Cam do? Cam would have, okay, only 65 passing yards and 1 touchdown. As I don't really know how the hell they won. If they only had 162 total team yards, but they had more punt return yards. I don't know how the hell they won. I mean, they caused 2 turnovers, but okay, they're gonna have to do a lot more to beat the Giants. Okay, who are 13-4. Can they pull off an upset and advance to the NFC Championship game? Let's see. Can they do back-to-back upsets? They have to have more than 65 fucking yards, as they will beat the Giants 24-21. Damn, so Cam would have 205 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. For rushing, he would have 40 yards. but they are at the NFC Championship against the Rams. So can they beat the Rams to advance to Cam Newton's second Super Bowl ever? Can they do it? Do they have another run in them? We'll see here. Are they in the Super Bowl? No, they are not. They would lose 26-16. So they couldn't end up beating 3 12-win teams, as Sean Patterson, who of course he's a Georgia quarterback, but Cam would not play that good. But either way, I didn't think by year 3 they'd be at the NFC Championship game like at all. But either way, let's see how would Cam do. But yeah, either way, year 3 was amazing, but can they make it all the way for year number 4? Okay, so after they would make it to the NFC Championship, they would go 1-16. Okay, Cam Newton have to have left. He had to have gone to a different team, right? I don't know, but in one game, maybe he got hurt. I don't know, but let's see. Is Cam Newton still a Panther, or did he leave? Okay, so Cam would have only 1,092 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 1 pick. However, he would only play 7 games that season before he would get hurt, and they would just have to keep switching quarterbacks. So, does it say how he got hurt? No, but he's only a normal dev now, and he's lowered his overall. Not good at 31, but I mean, shit, I don't know, but it's like he got hurt, which really hurts this. Funny pun, whatever. I don't know, but. So, and the weird thing is, so I've done this career sim thing with all these other players, but like, they all keep getting hurt. Le'Veon Bell got hurt, Tavon Austin got hurt, and now Cam got hurt this year. But yeah, I don't know if it mattered because they would start the season off 0-13, and they would not score points in consecutive games. This was just a nightmare of a season, I guess. But at this time now, by the time this is the season where Cam played his, was it this way? Well, let me see if my memory is like tripping or if it's not tripping. Because I'm pretty sure that this is the final season Cam actually played IRL, because this is when he played the end of whatever season. I'm pretty sure this is the one. But either way, Cam now, can he bounce back, or will he leave, or I don't know what the hell's gonna happen, but can he do something different? Okay, so for year number 5, they would go 5-12. Obviously, once again, missing the playoffs. Damn, I don't know what happened after that NFC Championship appearance. They've just really not been good, but let's see, how did Cam do this year? So Cam would have 2,940 yards, 15 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. So he is starting to decline. What is his overall now? He's still a 95. He's 32 though, gonna be 33 next year. I don't know how much longer he has, but I mean, I'm sorry, his overall is staying up this high this late. But yeah, let's see. But yeah, let's just see what happens now. But yeah, let's see what happens in year number 6. Can he bounce back, or is the decline just gonna keep getting to him? Okay, so for year number 6, they go 6-11. Obviously not making the playoffs again, which is kind of funny. So look, last year in year number 5 they won 5 games, then they won 6 games in year number 6. So maybe year number 7 they win 7 games, and then I guess Cam will have to play like another fucking decade. But either way, let's see how did Cam do in year number 6. Okay, so Cam would bounce back with 3,444 yards, 19 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. So he had a better season, like, to be honest, a way better season than last year. It's just, it's not equating the wins, and wins is what gets you paid here, I guess. But either way, how is he doing overall wise? I know he's 31 now, I think. No, 33. He's still a 95 overall, but who knows how long he has left before the game makes him retire. But his overall is staying high, so maybe he'll be like a Tom Brady or something. But who knows? We'll see. Maybe year number 7 is a lot better. Okay, so for year number 7, they would go 4-13. Obviously, once again, missing the playoffs. Cam Newton at this time now is 34 years old. We're starting to get to the age he's at in real life, which I think he actually is 34. But is he still a 95 overall? Is he still doing good? Well, let's just see. Okay, so Cam would put up 3,529 yards, 21 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. So honestly, he is doing pretty good. He only had one really bad year. Besides that, he's actually doing pretty good. His overall is starting to drop, but I mean, it's only down to 94. He's 34 years old. Who knows how long Madden's going to keep him in the game for, but his team around him has to start performing. Trey Chamberlain, whatever, do better. Tet is in year number 6. They have Colston Loveland now, Marcus Pruitt, and a bunch of nobodies. But either way, 7 years down into Cam Newton, his prime, as Tua is second in passing yards, whatever. But let's see, can they bounce back in year number 8, or will Madden call it quits for him? Also, if you guys do enjoy this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're on that road to 2,000 subs. And yeah, just please like and subscribe. Okay, so for year number 8, they would go 5-12. Obviously missing the playoffs once again. So far this video, they've only made the playoffs once, or they made it to the NFC Championship game. But besides that, they've missed it every single other time. But who knows? Maybe Cam Newton does better this year. Okay, so Cam would have 2,325 yards, 13 touchdowns to 5 picks. However, he only played 11 games, and damn, so right now he's down to a 92 overall, but that's just morale wise. He's 35. Who knows if he's gonna call it or not, but maybe they drafted his replacement. Who knows? Alexander Crockett, Crochet, I don't fucking know. But either way, about to be 9 years down into prime Cam Newton. So realistically, he's played, because I already showed the experience. So this is his 13th year. Who knows how long Cam has left? Let's just see what happens in year number 9. Okay, so I didn't even get to start simulating because I went to go check the roster, and it looks like Cam either left or he retired. But who knows? We're gonna see. We're gonna have to look. So we're gonna see. Did Cam Newton call it a career? And yes, he did, as he would be 35. And obviously, you can see none of them are. Cam is not here, so that means Cam Newton called it a career at 35 years old, which I think that's like older than he is right now. But either way, damn. So prime Cam Newton back on the Carolina Panthers. Does he do anything? No. Outside of them getting to the NFC Championship game that 1 year, they didn't make the playoffs a single other time. Cam, however, he did have a solid career. He only had really, I want to say, 2 bad seasons since the prime, but he had the same amount in a shorter time IRL. So I'll say it's a success for Cam, but as the team-wise, only making the playoffs once obviously isn't the recipe to win. But yeah, either way, if you guys did enjoy this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're on that road to 2,000 subs. Also, subscribe to the gaming channel, where I'll be posting random games on random days, whatever. But thank you guys for watching, and as always, I don't know how to end these things, but